Hey there, Phil SMY again. 5th, May 5. 5th in my month of vlogs. This one, well, I just wanted to talk a little bit about, I had this conversation last night with a great guy who I met through the London Real Academy that I used to be a part of. And this guy is named Paul Hurley and lives in Dublin. And we had this conversation. We were talking about lots of different things, but one of the things that kind of came up that was funny is that, you know, I mentioned yesterday that, you know, I struggle with meeting people and making connections. And, you know, how I was good with these things that I sit in my room and I do, and the technology or stuff that I get down to by myself. And Paul is the exact opposite, he says. You know, he says for him networking is easy. And that's really his forte. And that just, you know, kind of blows my mind. And it's always interesting, maybe refreshing to meet people who are your opposites, really. And, you know, that's really a shocking, not shocking is not the right word, but, you know, that somebody can be so comfortable in talking to new people and meeting new people and going out there and, you know, talking about what they're doing and things like that. Whereas I would prefer, you know, always prefer to send an email over phoning, or, you know, send a text message over phoning, or meeting people. And so this is something, you know, I really got to push myself out of my comfort zone. Of course, I'm never going to be like him, you know, it's never going to be my natural thing. But it's something I have to improve on. Normally I say, oh, you know, you shouldn't waste your time on the things that, on things that will get you from bad at to okay at. You should focus on the things that you're good at and you could be great at. But in this particular case, that's a skill you really need to have. Certainly as an entrepreneur like me, or as a creative person like me, if you don't have that skill, you end up just sitting in your room and either creating websites or creating music or creating movies. Well, movies is hard because you need other people. So what's the point of this talk? Maybe it's just, these talks always now seem to be talks to myself, but it's just, you have to get out of your comfort zone and pay attention to what will really move you forward. And I know for me, talking to people is something that's going to move me forward. So, you know, right now I'm talking to the camera, and that's a step for me, even though you might see me doing a lot of other videos. But you have to take these steps, you know, take a cold look at what will move you forward and take the steps whether you're comfortable doing it or not. Anyway, that's it for me for today. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks.